Welcome back to the channel, Lancers. I wish everyone the best today. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to craft for legendary items in Anthem. This is yet another video that I have wanted to make for a while now. It pairs with my very first video for Anthem in where I discuss Anthem's endgame. I waited to do this video so that I could acquire more evidence to support my experiences. Now, all of my 5 loadouts for all 4 javelins are legendary, so the exactness of my inscriptions should speak for themselves. Therefore, what I want to present to everyone is my experience with Anthem's crafting system and my successes with it. My items of evidence to support my experiences are my components, gear, and weapons with their inscriptions from all of my loadouts that I've shared on my channel. As always, if you enjoyed the content on this channel, like and subscribe. Also click the bell so that you'll be notified of every video upload. Now please join me in the Lion's Den as I explain exactly how I craft and prioritize inscriptions for my legendary items. If you are new to the channel, then after this video please check out any of my build videos and you'll see the same inscriptions that I am displaying today on my past builds on both Masterwork and legendary items. If you are a regular here, then you may have already noticed these similarities. Now I am often asked questions like, how do you always have global damage increase inscriptions on your weapons and gear? Or how do you get so many gear charge inscriptions? I have 5 loadouts for all 4 javelins, and each gear piece that my loadout revolves around all have multiple gear charge inscriptions in the legendary rarity. I say that to reiterate that in my experience, this is how I've had my success with the current crafting system. Here are clips of some of my gear charge inscriptions on my gear. If you'd like to see more, again, check any of my previous loadouts. Whenever possible, I craft the item that I need for my loadout in the Masterwork version, with the inscriptions that I prefer. When I get a legendary upgrade, it isn't always immediately with the inscriptions that I want, but in my experience, it doesn't take long before I do eventually get them. I have even gone so far as salvaging legendary items that are upgrades, but do not have the prioritized inscriptions that I am looking for. When I really want or need that legendary with the proper inscriptions, I'll keep my Masterwork version equipped with the inscriptions that I prefer over a legendary that does not. It is worth mentioning, sooner than later, that I have been playing on Grandmaster 3 almost immediately after reaching level 30 for my pilot. So I have been receiving a lot of legendary items for a long time. You may have noticed in my videos that I receive a lot of legendary item drops. When I prioritize a new inscription, I review all of my loot after every mission from Epic up to Legendary. And what I mean by that is that I keep Epic, Masterwork, and Legendary items that I receive post-match that have the inscriptions that I am currently seeking. After completing the Champion of Tarsus challenge, you are only able to craft 2 additional components for each javelin in the Masterwork version. These displayed Masterwork components were either acquired through crafting or post-match loot. Each has the ultimate speed inscription. I chose the ultimate speed inscription as a priority because I soon realized that it was one of the most difficult inscriptions in the game to acquire. These are my Colossus components that share the ultimate speed inscription. And the next set are for my Ranger. I hold on to these components because it is my way of informing the game that I prefer these inscriptions. Long before the last Vault Space update, I would have epics here as well. But as I run out of vault space, I salvage items beginning at the epic rarity. In summary, and as I explained in my first video for Anthem, I began noticing a trend regarding the inscriptions that I received. Therefore, I decided to pay more attention to the loot that I would receive post-match. I would analyze the loot and inscriptions to determine whether or not I felt that the game was responding to my playstyle. I then felt confident that I did discover a trend. From there, I began crafting using epic gear with inscriptions that I prioritized. Subsequently, I received Masterwork and Legendary drops with similar inscriptions. I would also craft components, gear, and weapons prioritizing those same inscriptions to achieve higher stats. After this clip, I will display some of these same ultimate speed inscriptions on a few of my legendary items to show that I have these inscriptions on both Masterwork and Legendary rarity components. There are a few other inscriptions that I prioritize, like force and sniper damage, as the Truth of Tarsus is my favorite weapon. The Masterwork sniper component and inscriptions are displayed in my Annihilation loadout video. I have the revision for that loadout which will display the legendary. Committing this level of detail to my loadouts have been rewarding for me. I can feel the synergy of the components, gear, and weapons working to give each loadout a unique and distinct feel. I definitely suggest giving some of my tactics here regarding crafting a try and see how it works out for you. Hopefully the information that I provided explained my experience with Anthem's crafting system and inscriptions. I hope that it was helpful as well. If so, like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.